Welcome to Texas Top Homes, where home buying, selling, and financing are all simplified. I'm your host, Freeman Sawyer, and with me is my co-host, Tracy Wiesman. Visiting us today is one of Texas Top Realtors, Dan Holmes, with Engel Völkers. Dan, thanks for being on the show.
Wow, thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate you inviting me. Thank you very much.
So, Dan, working with buyers in the multiple offer situation, how do you help them get their offer accepted in this aggressive market that we're in?
You know, the first thing that when I talk to a buyer and they're making an offer and we find out there's other offers, and we won't know exactly how many, we won't know what the offer is, we won't know the terms of those other offers because the realtors don't release that.
Right.
So what I tell the buyer is, look, you need to make an offer that is your best offer, that you don't feel bad if we don't get the property, if you don't get the home. So you don't second guess yourself going back thinking, oh, I should have offered more, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. And that's just dealing with the price itself. Then there's other terms within the documents that I would advise the buyer that we might change. Contingencies, remove as many contingencies as we possibly can.
Sure.
And that's less hurdles for the seller to overcome, and that's more attractive for the seller. And then the other thing that I like to add is a little personal touch, and a lot of agents do this, is a letter. A personal letter from the buyer to the seller why they want to purchase the home. Now, not a letter about, you know, I work at so-and-so company and I'm moving here from California, and, you know, more personal about themselves and why they like the home and why they want to make it their home and make it special. I did that for a client one time that was a first-time home buyer, and he did a really good job. He and his wife had 2 young children, and they gave this really great story about how they wanted the 2 kids to have their own bedrooms, and the house was perfect for them with the floor plan. And it really brought the seller to tears, and they just had to accept the offer after we did that. So it's really there's a multiple prong approach in an offer, and there's many elements in which, you know, I'm very good at helping people with that process.
Yeah, that's great. We've heard of the letter before, but I think the emotional time, because sellers are still emotionally attached to that house as well too. And so if they can see themselves, so the new home buyers coming through, I think that's a great idea. So kudos to you for doing that.
Absolutely.
That's great.
You paint a picture for them.
Tug on the heartstrings a little bit.
Exactly.
I like it. Dan, if someone wants to find you and maybe list a home or look at one of those properties with you, what's your website?
Absolutely. danholmes.evusa.com.
And if they want to call you direct and set something up?
817-528-4606.